So how are these futuristic miracles of light and colour actually made? Digital electronic signboards are used as giant television screens. Some are just a few meters tall, whilst others are simply massive. The creation of a sign starts with computer-generated plans drawn up by engineers and architects. Millions of tiny lights, or light-emitting diodes called elements, make up the screen's surface. These elements are made up of germanium, gallium nitrate and silicon semiconductors covered with plastic. These elements have to be placed so as to form a matrix. Lighting up an element requires only 10 to 20 milliamps, and they last for about 150,000 hours. All the wires are placed at the back of the matrix. This conceals everything behind the sign and shelters it from the weather. Depending upon the distance from which the sign will be seen, spaces between the elements vary from 2.5 millimeters to several centimeters. The electrical connections are made with wires firmly connected to resist shaking caused by movement of the signboard. The matrices must operate together and require controllers which send information from one to the other, so each group controls its own image. Each matrix has to be electronically powered and integrated to its own 5-volt element illuminating connector. Sometimes the matrices are made in two pieces, one supporting the elements and the other having the components. In this case, it simply requires two cards to establish the contact. They now connect the information cable, which lights up and extinguishes the elements. Each matrix has two connectors, one which supplies the electric current and the other which carries the sign's information. Here they verify the functioning of each matrix. Then they can begin to join the matrices together to construct the signboard. All the colours are assembled as they will be seen on screen. The boards can be exterior mounted, but are vulnerable to the weather. To counteract this, a waterproof rubber strip is fixed. The matrices are now assembled together. Then 10 matrices are joined to make up a module. At this stage, they insert the signboard conductor. Then the wires are connected. These wires transmit electric current and all the information relating to the sign. The elements require a very low voltage current, about 5 volts. Each module is then provided with its own converter to maintain a steady voltage. Then all the modules are assembled in the signboard support, and the many electrical connections linking the different modules are made. This gigantic signboard is a composition of 35 modules and 12 matrices. Now it's almost finished. The color hues, contrast, luminosity and resolution of the screen are checked. This signboard is made of 120,000 electrical light diodes and takes nearly 3 months to manufacture. So the next time you take a stroll down Piccadilly Circus, you'll know what goes on behind those giant screens.